So some of you want to see Vasiliy Lomachenko take on Manny Pacquiao, do you? Well, consider this a warning for Lomachenko and all of his fans. Stay away from Manny Pacquiao!
The following video is not meant to be disrespectful to Vasiliy Lomachenko. He is a great fighter, but he ain't beating Manny Pacquiao.
Let's go! The Amazing Eric Boxing Show starts now.
Starts now.
E-fam, what's good? Let's jump right into it, cause I got something I need to say. When I make this statement right here, in my opinion, and objectively speaking, Manny Pacquiao will beat Vasiliy Lomachenko. Vasiliy Lomachenko cannot defeat Manny Pacquiao. I am not making that statement to get the fans of Manny Pacquiao excited and hyped. If it does, cool. Nor am I saying that to get the fans of Vasiliy Lomachenko worked up and upset. If it does, okay. But before you get upset, please do me one favor. Please allow your man, Amazing Eric, to explain. Follow me on this little journey right now, if you will, and it will all be clear. So buckle your seatbelts, cause we about to get it in. On one side of this equation, we have the special, the talented, the gifted Vasiliy Lomachenko, aka Neo from the Matrix. And I'm not saying any of that sarcastically. I wholeheartedly believe he is all those things. It's like this dude can dodge bullets and warp time inside a boxing ring. And on the other side we have the living legend, boxing's current OG, Mr. Been There Done That, the great Manny Pacquiao, aka Goku. I remember the first time the whole world, Manny Pacquiao was already a good fighter, but the first time the whole world, not just hardcore boxing fans, saw him go Super Saiyan was against Oscar De La Hoya. And then he faces Miguel Cotto and he reaches another level, Super Saiyan 3, Goku with the long hair. Then as his story goes on, we see him taking hard losses like the knockout to Marquez where he got put to sleep. Then he has the loss to Floyd Mayweather. And a lot of people said, well, I guess that's it for Manny Pacquiao. It was fun. He had a nice ride. Nuh-uh. What did we just recently see from him? In his 40s, against a fighter 10 years younger than him that's undefeated, he goes Ultra Instinct and defeats Keith Thurman. Manny Pacquiao is just like Goku. And in no world, no universe do I see Goku losing to Neo from the Matrix. It doesn't mean Neo's not special, it just means he ain't messing with Goku. Now let me give you a few specific reasons why. The first reason is the size. Vasiliy Lomachenko is actually too small to be trying to mess with Manny Pacquiao. Now I know Manny Pacquiao is known as a small welterweight, and that's true, he really is. Most people believe he could easily make 140 if he wanted to. Some believe that for the right fight, he could actually still make 135. Me, myself, I don't see Manny Pacquiao in his 40s trying to fight at 135 again. But nonetheless, it is fair to say that Manny Pacquiao is a very small welterweight. But here's why I think it won't matter and it will not help Vasiliy Lomachenko. The first point there is Lomachenko is not even a natural 135er. He's not even a natural lightweight. You can see in his fights that he's the smaller man and he's moving up to face bigger guys at 135. And on the other side of that, Manny Pacquiao has fought as high as 154 when he fought Margarito. So he is used to being hit in the face, grappling, being hit in the body, wrestling with men much, much bigger than Vasiliy Lomachenko. And the reason I mention wrestling and grappling is because as Lomachenko is aging, I'm starting to notice a difference in his fighting style. He used to just be full-on Neo in the Matrix for all of the rounds, but I'm noticing now. He does that stuff early, but he is starting to want to grapple, have more contact, just be in close, and have a more physical fight as the rounds go on. Is he really gonna be able to bully Manny Pacquiao around, back him up, and hurt him? Really, think about that. And that brings me right to my second reason why Pacquiao beats Lomachenko. The power. I'm not saying Vasiliy Lomachenko can't punch, because he can crack. But even at the weight he's in right now, 135, he's not that type of one-punch dynamic puncher. No, he wears you out mentally, he fatigues your brain, and then he works your body, and he tries to take you out. And remember, this is at 135. So ask yourself this, do you really see him hurting Manny Pacquiao? Is he really gonna be able to hit Pacquiao anywhere close to as hard as these shots that Keith Thurman hit him with? And remember, those shots couldn't drop or stop Pacquiao. Now look at the other side of the coin. Do you think Manny Pacquiao can hurt Lomachenko? Can you see Manny Pacquiao hurting or dropping him? Of course you can. And Lomachenko wouldn't have to hit Pacquiao hard enough to actually drop him, but he needs to be able to hit him hard enough to hurt him or discourage him. And if you know anything about Manny Pacquiao, you know he is one of the hardest fighters in boxing to discourage. You hit this guy with a good shot, he just claps his gloves together and comes right back at you. Manny Pacquiao is the type of guy who just keeps attacking you the whole fight. And for my last point I'm gonna give you, I'm gonna make this last one so sweet, I'm gonna make it rhyme. The last reason I give you that Lomachenko cannot beat Pacquiao is Manny Pacquiao's a southpaw who won't be in awe. Ooh, I feel like Don King in this building, making it rhyme for you. But listen, the reason I bring up southpaw as an advantage for Pacquiao is Lomachenko himself is a southpaw, but when he faces other southpaws, please notice he is more stationary against southpaws. Why? Because it takes away his favorite move to turn people. When he's fighting a right-handed fighter, their left foot is forward, his right foot is forward, so he can just dart around them. This little move right here, make them look stupid, jump behind their back. That's his favorite move. When he's facing a southpaw, he can't do that. Their right foot is forward, they line up differently, so when he tries to make that move, they can just easily shift and keep him right there in front of them. Do your homework on this for yourself and you will see Lomachenko is more stationary when he fights other southpaws. And if he's more stationary against Manny Pacquiao, you know what that means? He leaves himself open for a lot more of these. Boom, ba 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 boom, boom, boom. Ba 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 boom, boom, boom. Ba 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 boom, boom, boom. Ba 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 boom, boom, boom. Ba 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 ba. A lot more bombs could be coming his way. And the last thing here is the last part of the rhyme I gave you. Remember the rhyme? He's southpaw and he won't be in awe. There is nothing about Vasiliy Lomachenko that will in any way put Manny Pacquiao in awe. And that's an advantage that we've seen Lomachenko have in his last few fights. He's already an amazing fighter, an elite top level fighter. That's what Lomachenko is. But then if you add that awe factor in, these guys start the fight 4 rounds down in their brain because they can't believe they're actually in the ring with the Matrix. But this fight is sort of the opposite. Lomachenko won't even be close to Pacquiao's biggest, most dangerous fight. Don't get it twisted. This fight would be Pacquiao versus Lomachenko, not Lomachenko versus Pacquiao. Pacquiao would be the clear A side, he would get the most money, he would get the bigger dressing room, he would get to walk out last. Lomachenko would be the guy going into the ring against his biggest opponent in his biggest fight, not Manny Pacquiao. So those are my reasons as to why I think Vasiliy Lomachenko, as great as he is, really has no chance in defeating Manny Pacquiao, and if he's smart, he should stay away from him. Hop in the comment section and tell me what you think. Until the next one, it's your man, Amazing Eric, y'all. Peace.